I've been playing sports games now for over 15 years. In fact, my first Madden was Madden 10 on the Nintendo Wii. And from that point on, sports games became a yearly tradition for me. Every year, I always look forward to the newest Madden release when I would open them up for presents on Christmas Day. And from about Madden 18 and on, I bought them all with my own money up until about Madden 23. In fact, I would buy usually the Deluxe or the Superstar Edition and to get it 3 days early. 2K was another one of the sports games I used to get every single year. And I played College Football 13 and College Football 14 before the series sadly went away for a decade. So when the College Football series finally returned, I was one of the people who couldn't wait to get my hands on the game. But somewhere along the line, things changed for me. I went from being someone who bought these games on release day to someone who waits for a sale. College Football 25, got the deluxe edition, got it 3 days early, but College Football 26, I waited for about a month until it went on sale. I went from being someone who was excited about every release to being someone who was considering if the $70 price was even worth it. And I don't think I'm the only one out there. Sports games aren't failing because people stopped buying them. That's definitely not true. Their sales are still great. EA and 2K are still making a bajillion dollars on all their games. The problem is a lot of longtime fans feel like it's lost what made them special. So today I wanted to dive in what happened to these sports games, why so many fans like me feel disconnected, and most importantly, microtransactions, especially in modes that were never supposed to have them, like offline modes like Dynasty and Road to Glory. Starting out with microtransactions, like I said, I purchased College Football 25 and I got it a couple days early. I was like one of the pre-order guys. I had it 3 days early. I played it so much. The next year I was like, I don't know if it's that much different. I'm still going to get it, but I waited till it went on sale after 2 or 3 weeks and I got it for $50. This year, the game has been out for a week now, 2 weeks, and I haven't even bought it yet. And I was this close to convincing myself, like, oh, you know what? Maybe this is something I want to get with the game. And then I see the story about the microtransactions. If you've been living under a rock, you have not seen the issues that have been going on with the game. Basically, College Football 27, Road to Glory, Dynasty are two of their best game modes, but they make EA $0 because it's offline. You can build your own team, you can build your own coach, build your own player, and it's kind of like a sandbox game mode. You can do whatever you want, win as many, lose as many games. You're supposed to be fully immersed in the game, and the focus is on building your career, your specific world that you want to live in. What they did between College Football 26 and 27 was remove the XP sliders that you guys have probably seen, the fastest and the faster XP sliders, gone. And what they did instead was saying, oh, if you want to upgrade your coach or your player up to the best overall and have that advantage, $100. Take it or leave it. So this obviously made a lot of creators mad. Me, I don't have the pull to say anything about it, and I hadn't even played the game yet, so it really didn't matter. Basically, the hashtag college football, I think it's pay don't play, came out, and EA had to respond the next day, and it was like, we didn't want to give an unfair advantage to the offline game modes, and everyone was like, what are you talking about? These offline game modes are supposed to be sandbox where we're going to be able to do whatever we want. We can make it as hard or as easy as we want. And if you go back to the old games on NCAA 14, the harder the game mode was, the less XP you got because they wanted to make it harder. But now it's the harder the game mode, the more XP, which kind of follows the 2K trajectory. So back 10 years ago in Madden 15, Madden 13, they had microtransactions in Ultimate Team, which would mean that you could pay whatever it is, $10 to buy a couple packs on Ultimate Team and it would give you a better team. But now it's turned into, if you're not spending however much money on your team in Ultimate Team, you're just not going to be able to compete with the best of the best. I think MMG said he did an interview with one of the best players currently, and he's like, yeah, I've spent 20 to 30 grand on my team this year, and that is insane because there's a lot of people that live in certain areas, especially at the last job I worked in, that probably don't make 30K a year, and I'm sure that's fairly common for a lot of people out there. So to hear that you're spending that on one game on 1 year where the next year it's not even going to matter is totally crazy. So they started in the Ultimate Team game modes, but if you've been playing the college football games, you know that that's not why these players are playing. They're not playing for the Ultimate Team. They're playing for Dynasty and they're playing for Road to Glory. And EA said, what if we made those monetizable? Monetizable? We're gonna make money off the offline game modes. So that happened. No one liked that, and I think they removed it. So that was good, but they said, oh, we want to implement it next year. So we're working on that, which is just a bad sign because they're just gonna slowly chip and take away what made these games great. It's just becoming more and more unplayable. Like even the offline game modes where you're supposed to be able to do whatever you want, you have to pay to be able to have a level 100 coach, which is just not right. Obviously, this is not the developers or the game developers. It's not their fault. It is the people that are wearing the wigs, that are in the chairs, that are making the decisions, that are making the bajillion dollars. So as far as microtransactions go, those are going to be in the game for as long as we will live, unless somebody else wants to rival EA or someone else wants to rival 2K and make their own game, but even then it probably won't go away because these companies love their money and they're going to try to make all these offline game modes make money. Now this one might be more of a personal thing, but the yearly excitement has just died for me. I mean, I remember being a kid growing up, like 15, 16 years old, and I would be playing Madden 18 or Madden 17, the one with Gronk, the first time I ever got an Xbox One, and I'm like, I need to grind out these end-of-year challenges because then next year I get a free 84 overall Tom Brady or something. I don't know if that's what it was, but whatever it was like I was playing this game because next year's game I get some reward in that. But then at some point it's like, why am I spending $100 to get the next game when a year from now I have to spend another $100 to do the same thing again, to spend another $100, spend another $100? Like, what am I doing? And eventually you just sit back and you're like, am I happy playing these games? Like, another factor is, you get older. I said I was 15, 16, then I get a job the next year, then COVID happens, and Fortnite is huge my freshman year of high school. And after that, it was like, the love for Madden went down because it's a free game that you don't have to be any better than anyone else. You have an equal chance. You play, you fight, whatever. Like, you get better by playing the game. You don't get better by buying a team. The only things that you could purchase in the game are customizable, what's the word I'm looking for? Aesthetics. Like, it's skins, it's pickaxes, it's emotes that you can get to make the game more fun for you, but you don't have to spend any money on the game to be better. So this yearly excitement I was talking about, where I would get it every single year on Christmas Day up until about Madden 18, and that's when I was like, I love this game so much. I think it was Madden 19. I love the game so much that I need to get it on the day of release. Like, it was slowly but surely getting earlier and earlier. Like, we would get it for Black Friday, but then I wouldn't open it up till Christmas. And then it went to, I'm just going to start playing it on Black Friday. And then it went, wait, I'm just going to play it in August, whenever it came out. Now, being a full-grown 23-year-old adult who doesn't really have a lot of time for Madden or 2K or college football anymore, I'm like, I'm just going to wait till it comes on sale. When I go through the years that I played games, like I played Madden from Madden 10 to Madden 23, and then I have not bought one since then. I played 2K from 2K13 to 2K18, and then I bought one in 23 and 24, and then I just bought 26 for $12 on the store. So, I mean, that's kind of ebbs and flows. And then college football, I played 14, I played 13, and then skip 10 years, I bought 25 and 26, have not bought 27 yet. I guess I'm rambling, but the main point is that a $70 game does not feel as meaningful as it did before. It's like, why would I keep spending $70 when I'm getting the same thing, when like the things don't carry over? I'm just looking for roster updates where you could probably download one, especially with 2K's eras mode. Like, if you look at the years I bought 2K, I skipped 5 years because, eras came out? That's a new big change. It's better than just like, I need to play with 26-year-old Victor Wembanyama than 23-year-old, which I think he's only like 22, but you get what I mean. This kind of ties in the next point of the lack of the innovation with these games. I mean, the graphics are cool and they're increasing like little by little, but for the devices we're playing on PC, we're playing on Xbox, the Xbox One X, and the PS5, we see these great graphics these other games have, but yet Madden's been on the same engine for like 8 years, it feels like. So not really much of an improvement there. The new features, I mean, when they brought back college football, it was great because we didn't really have a dynasty or a road to glory. 2K kind of has the My Career on lock because franchise, Madden isn't that great. Stop buying Madden because like franchise was the same. I could do the same thing on Madden 18 franchise that I could do on Madden 24. Aside from that, these new game modes that they're rolling out is like Mascot Mashup, which was a feature 10 years ago, but then wasn't in college football 25 or 26. And they're like, it's back, so it's not really new, but it's back, so I could have played on 14 if I wanted to. Can someone honestly tell me the biggest difference between Dynasty and 25 and 26? And I ask that because obviously I look at 27 and I'm like, okay, they added NIL, which looks cool. Like, that seems cool. You're going to have to battle with how much NIL you have at per school. But like 25 and 26 Dynasty experience felt mostly the same to me. So like, what did I even upgrade for? This next one kind of ties into what 2K is doing, and I guess I'm thinking Madden is probably going to follow this soon with what they call the live service argument. 2K, if you don't know, you can go back and play 2K19, I think, but you can't play 20, you can't play 21, you can't play 22, 23, 24, no, you can play 25. Basically, every year and a half, they shut off the servers from whatever game came out a year and a half ago. So like, this Christmas, we're fine, but then the Christmas after that, they'll shut down 26. Like, they only keep the online servers open for 2 years now. So I went back to 23 and I was like, oh, that's the most recent 2K I had. I want to go back and play my career on the newest one I could. And I went back to 23 where I had 100,000 VC stashed and I can't even use it. It's an offline game mode for me. I just want to go online and drop my 80-point triple doubles with my big center. Can't even do it anymore. That is something that if EA starts rolling that out with college football, not going to be good. They want you logging in every day. It's like these live events now. If you log in on Ultimate Team, you can get these rewards and then you can get these challenges done. But then it's just a day and a day and a day gone. And then all of a sudden it's next year and you're doing the same thing again. It's like this endless cycle. And if that's how you're having fun playing, totally fine. That's just like, this is more me personally on why I'm not getting the games anymore, it feels like. And maybe why some other people are like, why am I not buying sports games anymore? Now, this is kind of what I said earlier, but the reason why some of this stuff is happening with EA and 2K is because there's not really a competitor. And if you play the show or if you play whatever the NHL game is called, or does 2K do anything else? I don't know if they still do WWE, but any other games that these two big companies create, if you play them and you're like, hey, whatever it is, Diamond Dynasty doesn't have this issue, or the show doesn't have this issue. Like, I want to play the My Career game modes, and I don't want to spend money for it. It was such a big appeal for me to want to play the MLB The Show, and I've never bought one in my life, but I've gotten it on Game Pass a couple times. So what I was saying, lack of competition, there's no one else making a sports video game like Madden. It's the only simulation football game out there. And until someone else, some other company, like if, I don't want to say 2K, but like if 2K came out and it's like, we're making Madden again, like we used to, then maybe we get some changes, because right now there's no pressure on Madden to fix any of the big issues. Like, I feel like franchise, while maybe they get different contract things, but like Madden franchise isn't anywhere close to Dynasty. I think we can agree with that. They're totally separate things. Franchise for me, I've tried to play in like 24 or 25, feels the exact same as it did in Madden 17. And I've even gone back to 17 to go play with the Phillip Rivers Chargers. Also, when is EA going to put an eras mode in their football games? Like, I'd be totally fine if you only go back to like the year 2000. And wait, what if college football does that too? But that's a total separate subject, like what I want to see with that. Point being, no competition. It forces the companies to improve, and right now they're not doing that. So there's no urgency. Last but not least, maybe for me personally, I've changed, right? I'm older now. I have a job, less free time. I mean, I'd rather play games that give me more entertainment. Like, I'll play my DS, or I'll go hang out with Kaylee over there because like Love Island's on in like an hour and we gotta go watch the finale. Less free time, less games. Fortnite, someone wants to play with me, I'll do that. 2K, someone wants to play with me, I'll do that. But I have less time to sit there every night for an hour in front of the game and like fully divulge my time into that. Maybe that's just me. It just feels like games, less time for them. So I'd rather prefer to play It Takes Two, or like Played Up, or something more fun and entertaining. And I still love football, and I still love college football. I want those games to succeed. I will probably go and buy College Football 27 within the next month once it drops in price. But I just feel like we're forgetting the reason why we fell in love with these games. Like, I miss playing 5-on-5 in Madden 10 on the Wii, or Madden 11, whatever it was, where you could just play a full season of like scrimmage football. Being that kid that would just be able to do that and wasn't worried about, can't upgrade my coach to get the skill tree because I gotta spend the MVP membership bundle that I buy because I gotta do the $150 in my coach tree that's locked behind a paywall. It's like, no, just load up the game, create your coach, and go play however you want. And that's what we need to get back to. Get back to the basics. Last but not least, I don't think sports games are dead. They're at this crossroads. The games are still very popular. The companies are probably still profitable, but they need to remember why people fell in love with them. They need to ask themselves, what is the reason that these people keep coming back and buying sports games? Or what's stopping them from coming back? Like, why am I not buying every single year? There needs to be a reason, a change, some sort of game mode to get me to come back to the games. Like, if they do an eras mode in Madden, I'm in. Get me in. I'll go play with the Steve Young 49ers. I'll go play with the 02-03 Patriots, like before they started their dynasty. Give me let me go redo 2011, like Aaron Rodgers. Let me go see how many Super Bowls I can get to. He'd probably lose in the NFC Championship anyway. That's kind of the question I want to end off with today. What is that? What is your why? What is your reason for keeping to go out and buying these sports games every single year? Like, if you're the person that, in June or in July, I'm buying college football, and then in August, I'm getting Madden, and then October, September comes around and 2K, right on, like, are you spending $300 a year on these sports games every year? And if so, why? No hate, but like, what is the reason? Is it just all different experiences? Are you doing it because you're a collector? Are they that much fun? Do you have that much free time? Because generally I'm curious. And if you're like me and you have not bought these games in forever, or a couple years now, it's been 3 years since Madden, a couple years since I bought like a on release date 2K, haven't bought college football yet. What would make you go back and buy these sports games again every year? What would they have to do to get you to come back every single year? With that being said, that's enough ranting. I'm trying out this new standing desk setup, so if it looks good, let me know. I've enjoyed this. I've had this itch to scratch of like, I need to make a video and I want it to be about something current, especially with college football coming back next month. I'm going to kind of enjoy making some videos then. With that being said, leave your thoughts down below in the comments and let me know what you want to see next. But that's going to do it for today. I hope y'all have a great day. Peace.